Okay. All righty, Miss Barbara and Lorraine, whenever you're ready, you can take it away.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Nice to see everybody on this beautiful day. We have a very long, a lot of stuff on the agenda, so to get started. Can we please have a pledge of allegiance? Before we get started. Yes, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Good afternoon to each and every one of you who are here this afternoon. We would just like to keep in prayer the following. Let us remember the families of Victoria Barbosa, who is moving. Let us remember Sister Lillian Ying Yang Wu. And we want to remember the family of Bernice Guyton. And of course, we want to remember Maria Tedesco's family, who is still waiting for arrangements to be made. Once we have that information, we will share it with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Barbara. We're gonna have the social worker intros now.
Yeah, so I will, I just wanted to remind everyone. Hello there. I just wanted to remind everyone that, as of right now, we currently only have 2 social workers that are working with us right now, and I am overseeing the social work team. So, in terms of walk-in hours, we still have Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, but we do not have Monday afternoons or Friday morning walk-ins at this time. In addition, if you have any social work concerns or needs, I am the point person. With that being said, as a reminder, because it is only 2 social workers and these 2 social workers have been taking on the cases of Albert, like Albert's cases since he's gone, they now have a larger caseload. So you just got to give them a little more time to get back to you, be a little more patient when it comes to getting your social work needs addressed. If you call, if you leave a message, you're welcome to come to the front desk and have one of the staff members write an email to the social worker if you don't have access to email. We do not make appointments for staff. So if you come in and ask for a social worker and they are not available, we are more than happy to write an email to ask the social worker to follow up with you, but we do not make appointments. So I know that can be kind of frustrating for some people because that's an expectation, but we don't make the appointments for the staff. Karina is unavailable right now because she has walk-in hours. So Karina is her walk-in hours are Monday morning from 9:30 to 11:30 and Wednesdays from 2 to 4. She has taken over the Rincon Latino group, which takes place on Mondays now at 1 p.m. And I have Michelle here with us. Michelle, if you want, Jesus Christ. Sorry, my allergies. Yeah.
Okay, hi everyone, good afternoon, I hope everyone is doing well. So I have my walk-in hours Wednesday mornings from 9:30 to 11:30, that has not changed. And Friday afternoons from 2 to 4 p.m. Okay, so that's really the only time that you can come and see me if there's any urgent needs. For example, if you need me to review letters, or you wanna, schedule an appointment, then that's really the best time to reach me. There may be some delays right now until I know my actual schedule and how to adjust to this new change. But I'm getting back to everyone slowly, but I'm getting back to everyone with, through my voicemails and through my office voicemail. So just please be patient as I'm catching up, but I won't forget you. And let's see, I also have my group Thursdays from 1 to 2 p.m. and that's the emotional self-care. So please stop by and we have a lot of things to discuss in regards to emotional well-being. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Angela or Jackie here for the, update on the food committee?
So Angela and Jeffrey both had doctor's appointments they had to run to, so they're not with us right now. They don't have a ton of updates. I just wanted to reiterate that, lunch ends at 12:30. If you come after 12:30, you're technically late. We are within our contractual obligation to serve you from 11:30 to 12:30. We do understand that life happens, circumstances happen, and every once in a while you may run a little bit late. The best rule of thumb is to give Vincent a call on his work cell phone number before 12 o'clock and say, hey, Vincent, I'm so sorry, I'm running late. But I'm on my way and we'll try to grab and go for you. Anytime after 12:30, we cannot guarantee anything. There is a little bit of a grace period. 12:35. But it's not guaranteed. Also, if we have a busy day and we run out of food after 12:30, they're not gonna start making something else if you come late. So I just want to reiterate that because I know that that had come up during a food committee meeting. Also, they looked a little bit better in the pictures, but they're still better than the cups that we have now. We got new coffee cups, so we have some stuff to look forward to. We ordered, this is a coffee cup for everyone online. We also, we're trying to find a new way to transport the meals from the kitchen into the dining room that will keep them warmer. They're served as you come, right? So when you come in, they're keeping track of how many people come in, and at 11:30, they start plating the meals. However, it's the summer. If we turn off the AC, you'll all be melting, but unfortunately, that does impact the food if it's sitting and the HVAC is running. So we're trying to find ways of making sure that the food is getting served to you at the temperature it should be. So that we are looking at purchasing a, like a tray delivery contraption that's enclosed. So hopefully that will help, with the temperature of the food when it arrives to you. I think that's it for food and nutrition updates that I got.
Okay, so, it's, the hospitality committee, Jim is, Chris is not here, so, Vincent.
Yeah,
Okay, Vincent.
so for hospitality committee, I talked to Crystal and here's 2 points that she wants y'all to know. First off is that we will be having a Father's Day luncheon. This will be on June 14th during lunchtime. There will be a special menu for during lunch that day in celebration of Father's Day. This is open to everybody during lunch. I believe the menu includes cordon bleu and several other items.
I think it's chicken cordon bleu. I believe it's cheesecake or some sort of pie.
Hmm?
And I forget what the side is. But it'll be a little nicer than your average lunch meal.
Yes, this is in celebration of Father's Day for that week. Okay, so make sure you come to that because
June
June
14th,
14th,
next Friday.
yes, June
Flyer
14th,
in the front,
yes.
okay?
So no fish next Friday. It's chicken cordon bleu.
And then the other one is that since we will not be having hospitality over summer, just a reminder for July event, there is going to be an ice cream and icy social. Let me just get the name right. It's an ice cream and icy social. This will be on July, let me just pull up the date, sorry. Believe it's July 11th. July 11th on Thursday. From 2 to 4 p.m. There's gonna be an ice cream and icy social. Say that again? July 11th. 11.
June 14th is Father's Day. July 11th is ice cream social.
Yes. Oh, well, if that's the case, we will have some ice cream. Ah, well, yeah, no worries. Thank you for letting me know. But we will always have these in the emails. We will have flyers about these events happening for Hospitality Committee. So just be on the watch out for it. They'll be in the emails. We'll have physical flyers for these things, okay? So that's the two things that Crystal handed to me for Hospitality Committee. And that's all I have for Hospitality Committee.
Okay, thank you, Vincent. Is Larry available now?
Yes, I am.
Hi, Larry.
I don't know whose voice that is, but hello. Was that Barbara or Lorraine?
Lorraine.
Hey, how are you? Well, thank you for letting me join the meeting. And a reminder for folks, I work with representatives of each of the older adult centers, and we meet monthly at the Older Adults Advocacy Committee. Our next meeting will be there at the Isaac Center on the 20th. So if you're interested in more details and getting more involved with some of our advocacy work, speak to Barbara and she'll make sure you're clued in, and you can join us at our next meeting on the 20th there at the Isaac Center. And it'll be from 2 to 3 o'clock. So some of the things we've been up to is related to the state budget and legislation, the city budget, getting out the vote. There's a primary coming up. So I just wanted to review some things quickly. The state legislature is wrapping up their business for this year. They were supposed to end today, but they're still going to go into a little bit of an extended session. But they're basically going to be wrapping up probably over the weekend. They're eager to get back because some of them are in primaries, and there's an election, a primary election at the end of this month. So some of those assembly and senators want to get back to New York for campaigning. Some legislation was passed around e-vehicles and bicycles and registration. And this is one of the issues that we've been working on. So I'm going to try to get information about what passed and what it means so that we can discuss it at our next meeting. The city budget process is also underway. And some of you might be aware, we actually hosted Mayor Adams about 2 weeks ago over here at the Goddard Center at 88th Street. And we had some folks come from the Isaac Center. We had a whole table of folks, some folks from Lincoln Square Center site. It was an interesting meeting. It covered a lot of ground, and I really want to thank the advocacy committee members for speaking up. Barbara got to ask a question. Carolyn from 88th Street, Jacqueline from Lincoln Center. So our members of our committee really participated, as well as Jerry from Phelps House. But one of the things we focused on was the city budget specifically and funding for senior programs. There is a proposed cut of over $80 million in not this year, but next year's budget for the city. The advocates realize that a budget cut of that magnitude means some senior centers are going to close. Now, we asked the commissioner from the Department for the Aging about that, about budget cuts and senior centers closing, and she said, absolutely not. There's no cuts, and no seniors are going to, no centers are closing. That was not an honest answer. There's no cuts in this year's budget. But in the out year budget, there is a budget cut of a really significant one. So we've been working with Live On New York. That's an organization of all the different senior programs in the city, and they organize lobby days and advocacy work. So again, a couple of us, Barbara and others from the Isaac Center and folks from Goddard, we were down at a rally at City Hall about the budget cuts to seniors. And then following that was this town hall with the mayor. But we have one more opportunity to weigh in on these cuts. Tomorrow, from 12:30 to 1:30, United Neighborhood Houses, which Goddard and Isaacs is a member of, is leading a small kind of lobby day for city council members who are arriving for a full meeting of the city council. So I'm going to go down tomorrow, and if anybody wants to join me, as council members arrive at City Hall, we're basically going to call it buttonhole, but basically intercept them and give them a flyer and say, you know, we're really opposed to the cuts to senior programs and the negotiations with Mayor Adams. We want to make the senior programs whole. We don't want any budget cuts. In fact, we're looking for increased funding to eliminate waiting lists for home delivered meals, more social workers at senior centers and the like. So we don't all just want to reverse the cuts. We want to add new funding. So if you're willing and able to go to City Hall tomorrow, please reach out to me and I'll get you some more details. And the other thing I just want to mention is the get out the vote. A lot of people are not aware, but we have a primary election on June 25th. And a lot of incumbents don't have primary challenges, but there's still district leaders and other folks that can be voted on. Early voting starts June 15th and runs through June 23rd. So we're going to be getting out some flyers shortly and we'll get them over to the Isaac Center. We want folks to remember to register to vote if you're actually not registered. But then assuming you are registered to vote, we want you to be aware of what's on the ballot, where your balloting location, where you go vote, where you can go for early voting. So we're going to get that information out to you. And if you're in the district of Assembly Member Eddie Gibbs, who serves like a little north of the Isaac Center, he has a primary challenge. So I know there's an open, he's an incumbent, but he has some primary challenges. So if you're in that assembly district and you're registered in that party, the primaries are for political parties to pick their candidates. So you have to be, registered in the political party. So if you happen to be a registered Democrat and you live in that assembly district, you have an opportunity to pick who will be the candidate in the general election in November. So that was a lot of talking. So let me take a break and just ask if there are any questions.
So reminder, the next time they will be meeting will be the 20th from 2 to 3 here at I.
Exactly.
Thank you, Larry.
Okay, don't forget to vote if you're eligible.
Larry, send me the information about tomorrow.
I will, Barbara. Thank you.
I'm gonna make a quick segue to Samuel, who's online. I know last month he made an announcement about there being a temporary pause on SNAP EBT. So there was some notifications, some people were still experiencing challenges with that. So I want to give him the chance to introduce himself if you've never met him, seen him before, and then for him to, I guess, just share the update on that. Samuel.
Hi, everybody. I'm Samuel. I'm checking in from Queens. I'm working remote today. I do want to say, because I'm in the office Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and I'm working remote. I'm sorry, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I'm working remote Mondays and Wednesdays. Just be aware that I'm still working and I'm available. So you can always contact me by cell and by email, and I have everything with me that I would have at work. So don't think because I'm not physically in the office that I'm not available to you. Secondly, I also want to just put out that the NOPE services, the application assistance, the eligibility screenings, and the recertifications are not just for seniors and members of the center. You can be any age. You don't have to be a senior member. And the reason that I'm saying this to you is you might hear in the community of somebody that needs some help or somebody that's interested. And I don't want you to rule them out because they're not over 60 or they're not a 100%. You can just refer them to me or send them to me or give me their contact, because that would be very helpful to me and helpful to your neighbors and friends. And as Gemma said, there are some, there are isolated cases, but there are some people that still haven't received, that their cards are still not working. So if that happens to be you, please contact me and I'll see what we can do to find a resolution to that. Because HRA kind of sent out a thing saying there are people that are still experiencing issues with their EBT card. but they didn't issue the solution. So if I know that somebody has that issue, then I'll try to find that solution. So, thank you for your time and I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Sammy. We're gonna have, Loretta give us an update on the NC committee.
Right, that's me.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. How you guys doing?
Right.
Okay, so I only have one update. We have an event, this Friday. So it's, honoring the Asian American Pacific Islander, heritage. It's in May, but we had a lot of schedules, so we're doing it this Friday, okay? So you can bring everyone, not only you. Come with your kids, grandkids, everyone is welcome, okay? So it starts at 3 p.m. and ends at 5 p.m. Friday, June 7th. Got it?
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's light refreshments, so don't come hungry. Come for lunch and then stay for the program.
Now we have lots of programming coming up with Gemma.
Nope, Vincent.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. Hi, everybody. I'm gonna be sitting down today because I'm a bit tired, sorry. Usually I'm standing and giving all these updates, but as you've heard, we're gonna have a lot of events happening in June. So I'm gonna do a quick recap of it and then you'll get this information in the emails. We have flyers online. The monthly calendar is on its way. I'm sorry that it's delayed, but we will have those soon. I can't give you a date yet, but it will be at the center soon, okay? And all that information will be on here. First up, I wanted to give y'all some notices of June in terms of closures. On June 19th, Wednesday, the center will not be open for Juneteenth. Again, June 19th, the center will not be open. And 2 more days after that, on June 25th, it's gonna be the election day that Larry was talking about. We will only be doing grab and go that day. That is on June 25th, Tuesday.
Grab and go is regular time, 11:30 to 12:30.
And then the only other day that is a bit odd is gonna be on June 26th, Wednesday. That will be a grab and go meal also because we're having our community day that day. So we want you to grab your meal and then go out and have fun for that, okay? That's on June 26th, Wednesday.
So because Community Day is from 12 to 4, we won't have a meal. This could change, so we'll definitely let you know if it changes, but as of right now, the meal for Community Day is anticipated to be the meal for lunch since it cuts into the lunchtime.
Okay.
So it won't be till 12 o'clock. If that changes, we'll make a flyer and do a robocall and let everyone know. But as of right now, there's no lunch scheduled for that day. And the Community Day will have food, we'll be providing food, and therefore it will start at 12.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is just come on Community Day. Come hungry, because we'll have food. Don't worry about that part.
There is, really quickly,
yeah.
I just wanted to give this disclaimer. This happened last year, and I just want to make sure it was clear from the beginning. The flyer has a registration link. It is encouraged that you register only because they want to get an idea of how many people are coming. However, you don't have to register. You don't need to print out a ticket. You don't need to bring proof of registration or anything. We're just trying to get an idea of how many people we're ordering food for. So that's the only reason there's a registration link on the flyer. If you want to register, you're welcome to ask the front desk to help you sign up. We'll be emailing out the link. The link will be on the flyer in the calendar. But you're not required to fill out the link, and you don't need to bring proof of email or anything to come to the event. And the event is open to anyone in the community.
Mhm. And it's gonna be at the Isaac Center at the front of the courtyard here. So it's not gonna be like last year. It's gonna be here at the center as it should be.
Wait a
Just-
minute. It's gonna be, the Community Day is only gonna be from Isaac.
No, it's gonna be in the courtyard as
Yeah,
opposed to
the entire
asphalt green.
courtyard. It was in asphalt green last year.
We usually have the whole
It's gonna be in the whole space. We're just saying it's here as opposed to a different place. this year.
Okay, so those are the closures of changes for June, month of June. I am gonna ask Miss Rhonda to talk about the book club happening for June, on June 3rd.
You mean July.
July.
Oh, sorry. Yes, July, sorry.
Did you need me, do I stand here or come forward?
I can bring the book up for you.
No, can I see? What do you think?
Can
They can see you, they just can't see the book.
can they hear?
Can you hear her? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear Miss Rhonda.
I just wanna make.
We
sure-
can hear her.
Okay, good. I'll walk up.
Sorry about
Wanna
that.
face this way?
Right over
That's
here.
right.
Hi, everyone. Rhonda, and the book club for July first, Monday, is gonna be The Housemaid's Secret. I had read a little, last month about the first chapter where she says, "Tonight I will be murdered." It all started with a simple cleaning job. So this is The Housemaid's Secret. This is the book for the next month. We start reading it this month, and then we discuss it on the first Monday of every month. And also, I wanted to say that, I teach sign language for the deaf here every Wednesday at 3:30 to 4:30. And all the people that want to learn, you can come to the class. Today, I will be teaching because it is Wednesday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So that was Rhonda with the book club and also American Sign Language class every Wednesday from 3:30 to 4:30. Okay. I'm gonna recap the monthly programming that we're gonna have, and also gonna be some of the events that people have mentioned before. A reminder that this Friday, it's going to be for the Asian American Pacific Islander event from 3 to 5 p.m. It's light refreshments. I'm just gonna reiterate that again so people know what the expectations are. Next is going to be Hospitality Committee. This one was moved up early because we're gonna have a lot of events on the last week. This is gonna be on June 10th, Monday, from 1 to 2 p.m. This is the Hospitality Committee on Monday, June 10th, 1 to 2 p.m. Next, I have an elder abuse prevention course. They're going to be coming on June 11th, Tuesday, from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. This is from Carter Burden. They're going to talk about ways to prevent elder abuse or just see signs and what to do if you do see signs of that. So please come and learn some of these useful tricks for yourself, okay? Is this happening?
I can expand on it.
Okay, so on Friday, June 14th, we're gonna have Talent is Timeless from the Department of Aging here at the Isaacs Center from 2 to 4 p.m. That is also the day where the Father's Day luncheon is happening. So stay for the Father's Day luncheon and then you can stay for the show after, okay? I'm gonna pivot to Gemma.
So I'll
for-
expand a little bit on that. So I had an info session and only 3 people showed up, so. I did want to remind people that we are having a talent show hosted here at the center. This talent show is essentially facilitated by Department for the Aging via the centers. There's 4 rounds. There's the local round, which is at senior centers. There's a community round, which is held amongst centers within the same community. Or they call it the regional round, and then they have the borough-wide round. So then each borough will have their own competition. And then the last and final event is the big talent show that takes place at the United Palace Theater. We're looking for people who may be interested. The top 3 people who participate, the top 3 winners of the talent show will be the people to advance. If we have less than 3 people sign up, those people automatically advance. There are certain rules and stipulations that were set by Department for the Aging, which was the only reason we had the info session, because they set the rules. If you are interested, if you have any more questions, let me know. I do have to register people for the sign up. But we really want you to come out and show us your talents. Yeah.
I went to this, Brooklyn Landscape Town Show downtown with all of the people that do, they were all, I mean, it seemed like it was every borough.
Yeah.
But it was the most beautiful experience, and people are so talented. And when this show does come up, people should go because it's very entertaining.
I know a lot of you guys in here have hidden talents. A lot of you members have hidden talents. So
Mhm.
we want to give you the chance to show off.
So, thank you very much, Gemma, for that. That's the talent show on Friday, June 14th, 2 to 4 p.m. Okay. Next I have is Advocacy Committee, as Larry said, it's going to be at the Isaac Center on Thursday, June 20th from 2 to 3 p.m. Okay. After that, I have the June birthday party happening on Friday, June 21st from 2 to 4 p.m. The June birthday party theme is going to be rainbow, so come in flashy colors. Let's liven this place up with some color here, okay? That's the June birthday party. And now there's several things for the last week of June. Again, reiterating that on Wednesday, June 26th, is gonna be the Isaacs Community Day. That's gonna be from 12 to 4 p.m. Okay? That's gonna be here. We'll give you an update about the lunch situation when we get closer to that. But that's the community day, open to everybody in the community. So bring your friends, bring your grandchildren, children. You'll have food. Well, I've heard that chair situation might be a bit scarce, but we'll get the chairs, don't worry. So we have some food, some events. There's gonna be some different organization with their tables and information, things like that. It's like a big open house, but also fun included in there too, okay? We'll have food. I'm getting a bouncy house. I can't guarantee we're gonna get a bouncy house, but that's what I saw last time.
12 to 4.
Oh, 12 to 4, I'm sorry. So you can bring your grandchildren or your friends' children for them to
Your
enjoy.
neighbors or anyone you want that want to participate.
Are they still gonna have the bouncy house for the kids or no?
can't guarantee.
I'm not 100% sure. I know they're looking at bouncy house. I know the snow cones and the popcorn was a hit with the members, even more so than the kids. So we're looking at trying to get that. So yeah.
Okay. We'll try to get those popcorns and ices
So
back.
if you had a good time last time, imagine that, but better because it's gonna be on our own turf.
Mhm. And we set the rules for that.
There's gonna be more people than what with children.
Mhm.
At the end of the t-shirts, very few.
I'm not entirely sure what the swag is this year, but I know they're planning on having something.
Yeah.
So if you want free Isaac stuff, come that day. I don't know.
I don't know.
We don't know what the items are gonna be, so you're gonna have to come and find out. It's a mystery to us too, so, okay?
No, I figured, but they used to get the seniors T-shirts or something to represent. But it was just the members only.
We'll put that in the
No, we'll
notes
make
for next time, sorry. The next thing, this is a bit for the kids, but we are gonna have a kids book giveaway after the community day event from 3 to 6 p.m. So if you have any grandchildren, children that needs books, they're gonna be doing a kids book giveaway.
I believe it's 5 books per kid. And then after a certain time, they'll just figure out what the number is based on what they have left. If they have extra books, they'll be able to give out extra books.
Hundreds of books.
I believe they're doing I don't, I'm blanking right now. I don't know if they're doing a if one of the authors of the books will be there. Or if they're doing a raffle for going to a private reading of the book. But I know that there is something involving one of the authors of one of the books that they're giving away. These books are brand new books. They're donated by publishing companies, so we're not just, it's not like a bunch of people brought a bunch of books in a box and we're saying, here, go through them. They're brand new books, so.
So new books for kids. That's right
Yeah,
after the
yeah.
community day. From 3 to 6 p.m.
The census sponsoring it?
Hmm?
The census sponsoring or is it being sponsored by somebody else?
It's Sue Goddard.
Okay.
The book giveaway will be taking place in the Education and Workforce Center. Across the courtyard.
Okay. Next time I have on the list is programming committee. That's gonna be on Thursday, June 27th from 1 to 2 p.m. That's for you to find out everything that's gonna happen in July and any updates and changes in programming. So please feel free to come to that, okay? On the same day, on Thursday, June 27th, Alvin Ailey is gonna have their performance that day from 2 to 3 p.m. So this is Alvin Ailey, the dance class that we've been having. That's their final day. It's gonna be a big performance, so please come and show support to your friends. And if you're part of it, dance, show us your skills safely, and that'll be an amazing performance then, okay? That's on Thursday, June 27th from 2 to 3 p.m. After that, I have food committee on Friday, June 28th, 1 to 2 p.m. This is where you come to tell us about the food, about the Father's Day luncheon, whether that's a good hit or not. If you don't tell us these things, we can't make any updates on the food. So this is a perfect committee meeting specifically for the lunch and food of Isaac Center. So please come to that on Friday, June 28th from 1 to 2 p.m. That Friday, the last Friday of June, we are also going to be having a senior prom event. Yes, we're having a senior prom on June 28th from 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. And just to let y'all know, we're going to be having ballots in the center from today, right after the meeting, till Friday.
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday, sorry.
Oh, wait. Yeah, we can do till Friday.
Till Friday, I would say before lunch. Because we have to submit this to get the decorations, but there's 3 different types of themes that you can choose from. We have one that's the 80s. We have a roaring 20s. And then the last one we have is a masquerade. So you can choose between the 3, choose one, and then we'll go with the majority. We'll get the decorations, and that will be the theme for the prom, senior prom. That's gonna happen on June 28th, Friday, 2:30 to 4:30 p.m. Okay? These ballots will be at the front desk. You can just ask the front desk and we'll get you that, okay? And I believe that's all the programming notes that I have for today.
What about no trips?
Oh, sorry about that, whoops.
I can go over that.
Oh, are you sure? Oh, actually, one more thing about the June daily bus trip. So there's 2 dates that we have to cancel, unfortunately. That's gonna be on June 17th and June 24th.
Which is the same days as the North trip.
Yes. So those 2 bus trips will be canceled, unfortunately. And then,
The North trip.
yes,
Towards to,
there's 2 North trips at the moment. One is on June 17th, Monday. That's going to Museum of Broadway. That's one of the trips. The second one is June 24th to West Point in upstate New York. That's a military base, I believe. So that's both of these are free for NORC members. NORC members have till Friday, I believe.
So the
Sign up.
Friday, okay, so I can just jump into my part, right? You guys ready for me? Okay, so we have 2 NORC trips coming up. We have the one on the 17th, which is to the Museum of Broadway. The second trip we have is to West Point Academy, which is the military academy, US Military Academy. So Newark has priority to sign up for these trips right now until Friday morning is when we open it up to general members.
The flyer says,
Friday, sorry, I meant to
No.
say, what?
the flyer says it's open to senior center members on Monday, June 10th.
Oh, sorry, Monday. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yes, the 10th. Okay, so it opens up for senior center members on the 10th. So Newark members have until Friday, they get priority for the seats. After, on June 10th is when we open it up to senior center members. The reason why we're opening it up early is because we did not allow for a wait list for senior center members to join in the interim. So this way, seniors, Newark members can get priority. If a Newark member comes later and we still have seats available on the trip, they still will be able to go. However, it's not a priority after the 10th because we need to fill the bus at this point. So Museum of Broadway is easy. If we need to fill the bus, we need to fill the bus. If someone comes to us the day before the trip and we still have seats, then they can go. West Point, I have to close the list on June 10th. If you have any interest in going, you need to let me know. I have to close the list because since it is a US military academy, I need to send a manifest ahead of attending, okay? To go on the West Point trip, you must have valid US ID. That is a state ID. That is a driver's license. That is a US passport. If you do not have a US passport, you need to have a visa, permanent resident, anything that verifies that you're legally able to be here. And when I mean valid, it means that it needs to have it not expired, okay? And that also, you cannot bring an NYC ID. It has to be a New York State ID, okay? Yeah, if it was up to me, I would let everyone sign up after that if we needed to, but if I don't fill up the bus, I don't fill up the bus because I need to send the manifest ahead of time. And you need to bring your ID the day of the trip. I will be checking when we do check-in, just to make sure if you need to run home real quick, you go and get it, so you don't forget, okay?
Background checks.
Yeah, they check before we go, so they'll let us know if someone's not able to go. Huh? No. So just as a heads up, if you sign up for the West Point trip, I have to call and ask for whatever the identification number is of the document ahead of time. Okay, and then the document that you're bringing has to match the number that you're giving. And then they have to run the list in their system to make sure that you're able to go. What I mean I'm checking is the morning that you come for the trip, I will double check that you have your ID so that we don't get all the way to West Point and you go, oh crap, I didn't bring my ID. So if you need time to run and get it, you still have time.
After the Memphis goes to that, when will you get the results from that? In case somebody night was still, we didn't know ahead of time.
I'm not sure. That's based on when they get it back to me. That trip is on the 24th, 9 a.m. Yeah. I can't rush a US military. So.
You can only do so much at ISIS.
Yes, so I just wanted to go over a couple things. Okay, so something that's been brought to my attention a lot is cleanliness in the space. As a reminder, really the only time you should be eating in the lobby is when we have Cafe Stanley. If you have things with you, I know that sometimes you need to sit down and rearrange stuff, and sometimes you may get flustered, you need to like hang out here. You got to take your trash with you, got to take your, clean up after yourself. There's been a lot of issues of people not cleaning up after themselves or feeling like it's someone else's responsibility to clean up after them. That is not the case. This is an older adult center, so adults should be able to clean up after themselves. I do know that sometimes people have limitations to being able to clean up after themselves in certain ways. So if you need assistance, if you notice that there's something that's looks messy or dirty, or someone left a mess behind and intentionally didn't clean it, you got to let us know. That's a violation of the code of conduct. This space is all of your space. If someone is, disrespecting the space, we need to address that. Again, I do understand that sometimes people have limitations to be able to handling things that they need to handle, But there's no embarrassment in asking for help. I would rather someone ask for help so we can address the issue as needed and get that dealt with than there be shame associated with it because someone comes up and says something, or someone else is like, oh my God, did you see that this person did this? Yeah. Which is also inappropriate, in case I wasn't clear. In addition to also patience, we have a lot of people coming in and out of this building. If you see that something's messy, give time for us to address the issue. The second thing also being, again, we're getting towards the end of summer. If you were not aware, we run on a fiscal year, like staff runs on a fiscal year. There's a lot of people that will be out, including myself, just to make sure we're taking time before the end of the year for us. We're also short staff in the social work team. So just be aware, like, we're addressing issues as best as we can, but there's a lot of stuff that happens in the background that you guys may not necessarily know about, and no one is trying to disregard you. There's a lot going on. And lastly, just courtesy. Just be courteous to one another. You never know what someone's going through. You never know their situation. It doesn't necessarily excuse behavior, but it also means sometimes it's not worth the energy to go back and forth, because if someone's in a bad place and you're not, you just got to step away from the situation. And if it's getting aggressive, it's getting inappropriate, come and grab staff so we can help navigate the difficult situation. Election results. Yeah.
Don't forget to remind us that not to sit on those little gray.
Oh, yeah, just a reminder, there are these little gray tables in between all the chairs. Those are tables. Please don't sit on the tables. Thank you. Okay, well, we don't need to point any fingers. We just need to remind each other that those are tables and they shouldn't be sat on.
I agree. There are people that should be attending this meeting regarding their eating habits outside. I'm just saying that.
So just a reminder, we can't force anyone to come to these meetings if they don't want to. I hear you, because I know that not everyone's gonna attend, and the message that we are repeating, it's not saying that this is addressing anyone specifically in this space. It's just reiterating the message, and the message also being, if this is a consistent issue that you're seeing of someone, it's good to point it out to staff so we can chat with that person.
Okay, because it is a consistent issue and it should be addressed. You need to tell them.
You can put it on the insect.
Yeah.
Because there has to be a way to let them know.
That's not a bad idea.
Since
That
they
was on
can't
the
see.
same here.
Who cleans the outside of our area, seating area outside?
Huh?
Who cleans the outside area, the seating area?
Maintenance staff.
Which one?
There's only one maintenance staff in the building.
No, I'm not, Nitra, all this one.
How about the blue benches?
The benches.
The blue benches.
Outside.
I'm not 100% sure, but if there's any issues, it should be brought to our attention so I can let facilities know and they can address whoever's supposed to address that issue. So I know, we had quite the tight race for our 3 people who ran uncontested. But I did want to make sure that we were able to announce and share the information we were able to collect from the votes. So we had 44 ballots in total. Not everyone voted for every option, so this is why the numbers don't entirely match up. People are not required to vote for every single section, so I just wanted to flag that, like, you're not required to vote for every section if you don't want to as well, so. So for the Sergeant in Arms, for Hector Pizarro, there's 32 votes. For Vice President, Deneen Pizarro, 35 votes. And Miss Barbara Suarez for President, is 39 votes. So congratulations to the executive committee members. They will begin their term in September when we return from the summer. And I look forward to working with you guys. I look forward to seeing what you guys how we're able to collaborate, what you're able to bring to the table, and I look forward to the members being able to get to know you guys in this capacity. I already went over the talent show, but again, I don't think we have a lot of people signed up. So the talent show is listed. I know the talent show is listed from 2 to 4, but if we don't have that many people, it probably won't run. But I want to encourage people to show off their talent. The Talent is Timeless talent show was a lot of fun. It was really, really cool. It was a lot of fun. And you may feel like you have a hidden talent, but why hide it? You never know. You never know what tomorrow has in store with you, and you should be appreciated while you're here with us, right? So, alrighty, the last, I guess is the last update. So, as a reminder, we're doing a vote for the themes. So the senior prom is being supported by New York Cares. I just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware of the communication I had with New York Cares to reiterate that a lot of times when people see opportunities to volunteer at older adult centers or senior centers, their assumption is that they're going to a living facility. And I emphasize with them this time around so that going forward, that their approach to these volunteer opportunities are a little more appropriate, is that when you're coming to an older adult center, a senior center, whatever you want to call it, you guys are very independent, and you guys also care about the community that you live in, and community involvement is really important. And I understand that their approach is to be like, well, we want to do this for you guys and bring this to you guys. And the intention is never to infantilize, but also sometimes their approach can be very infantilized. So I did emphasize that and made sure that that was communicated to New York Cares, because, you know, you can only do snack activities so much. I know you guys like the snacks. I mean, the arts and crafts are fun, but they can do better. I think they could do better activities, you know, and the snacks are a great perk for sure. So, you know, they're really excited to be able to bring the senior prom, but I did reiterate that, in the future, if we do big events like this, that it's good for us to maybe come up with a planning committee and incorporate more, input from the members that are attending. But again, just to reiterate that we understand the intention is that they want to be able to do this for people and serve their community, as opposed to just, you know, throwing an event just to throw the event. So again, just to reiterate, the themes that were proposed is 80s theme, roaring 20s, like a flapper theme, and then masquerade. So the ballots will be up at the front desk. You'll have until Friday to vote. And then we will announce in the email, and once you see the flyer, you'll know what theme was picked. Lastly, so summer break, we take summer breaks, so the committee meetings and the membership meetings will be on pause until September. If there's any emergencies, any urgent needs, any urgent information, we'll and we need to call a meeting, we'll call a meeting, we'll let everyone know via email, via robocall, the best, you know, snail mail, pigeon carrier, however best we can get the information to you. But hopefully there won't be any urgent emergencies that require that. Really quickly before I get to you, Marcia, so I just wanted to reiterate, I know I wasn't at the last programming committee, but I want you to make sure when the date comes out, we'll let you know, but the September programming committee is where we will discuss trips for the year. I would like to plan them out at the beginning of the year next year, so I better planned ahead, and we'll be trying to plan, we'll collect ideas, information. Again, it's not guaranteed that we're gonna take everyone's ideas, but I wanna make sure the feedback and the ideas are coming from you guys. So the first programming committee back will be when we'll discuss trips for the year. And then I'll work with the company that does the trips and plan out for the year.
Do you know how the hill is gonna be this year?
We always, yeah, I will call them about Holiday Hill. That's one trip that I know for sure everyone loves to go on, so I'll be making sure we get Holiday Hill
That's it for this year or next year?
this year for August. It's typically in August. Yeah.
When does summer break start?
What do you mean? Well, we start back up
Go back in September, but when do it begin? When do it end?
today, after today. Well, after June, because
Yeah.
you'll still have all the committee meetings through this month.
Right, okay.
Any questions on the video?
I have a question behind you first. I don't have any online. Marcia?
Yeah. I wanted to know if there was something that could be done of the furniture, the chairs, and seating outside because it really soft. And when you sit down on them, it's like you keep going down and it's hard to get out of those chairs. So I was wondering, is there some kind of material that we could use? It could be recycled to recycle, it could be with something that's hard, that you just lift up the pillow and push down and put the pillow back on top. So you got something that you can kind of get out of a little better.
So we have received a lot of feedback with the chairs. As of right now, we don't have additional funds to purchase a whole set of brand new chairs. But we have heard the feedback and we've been speaking with the facilities team about what we can do about that, so. Yeah,
So I think we should bring Jackie back. It was actually too. I think
I know there's been a lot of feedback about that. As of right now, Albert's job has not been posted. If she would like to apply, then I know the feedback from members does get taken into consideration if she chooses to apply for that position. There's no opposition to her being here. It's just if the job's available, the job's available. If she wants to apply for it.
Like, so you guys reach out to her.
Yeah, I've been in contact with her.
Oh, you-
And we spoke about it before she left, so.
I didn't say she spoke.
Jackie, the intern.
Oh, intern, oh, yes. Okay.
Luigina?
It's a question, I think that, and shop,
Mm-hmm.
the shading. It's my garden, sugar and that.
So unfortunately, it has to be like a performance type talent. So they don't want any live visuals or anything. Yes, it is a very beautiful garden. You are very talented for sure. But unfortunately, if we had your talent in the talent show, we'd be sitting there for a couple months, so. Yeah.
The members that were Albert's clients,
Mhm.
are they gonna get reassigned?
They've already been reassigned. So the way that it works, and I discussed this in last membership meeting, if he had ongoing cases with you, that's what we considered clients. If you only worked with him on recertifications and you needed to go, those are considered one-off things. So if you need assistance with an application, a recertification, something of that nature, then I will find another social worker for you to work with. But if you were in the middle of working on something with him, then you should have been reassigned. If you were not, then come speak to me.
What you just said, do you choose to reassign someone or if you?
No,
want
before
to go to
Albert-
someone?
You can go to someone, you can go to the walk-in and choose who you want to work with based on the walk-ins. But if you don't know who you want to work with and you don't go to a walk-in, you can reach out to me and I can make an assignment. But you guys, so the way the walk-ins work, right, is if you go in for assistance on something, the walk-ins are meant to be brief. So typically, if you go in with the whole entire recertification, you typically will need a follow-up appointment. That follow-up appointment will be with the person that you go see for walk-in. So if you want a say or choice in who your social worker is, I recommend the social work walk-ins. You can request a social worker, but I can't guarantee that you'll work with that person depending on what their caseload is at the time that you come to me. So I don't want to guarantee that if you say, I only want to work with this person, if I, as their supervisor, know that their caseload is too heavy, I may not be able to prioritize who you want. However, if you go for walk-in, they have to assist you. Once they start working with you, they assist you, and then therefore they make the follow-up appointments from there. Yeah. Linda?
This is in reference to the last runner that's in front of the reception desk. I'm wondering, is it necessary to have it there? Because of all due respect to wheelchairs and the road. They both will be, both of the run.
They should be rolling that up, so I'll make sure I speak with facilities about that.
Oh, okay. Like today, I couldn't see that.
Yeah. It likely will stay down today since it's supposed to rain tomorrow. But if it's not raining on Friday, then it should be rolled up in the morning.
Okay, so basically, what you do, whether.
Yeah.
They still, did they come up with a date of the security plan that they was gonna put in place, that we was trying to organize? It's been already like 3 months.
That's on me. That's my priority for next week to go over that.
Social worker?
No.
Oh, okay.
So the way that social workers are assigned, so when you become a member and you register, you typically meet with someone on the social work staff. If you have a need at the time of registration, then you would work with the social worker who you did the registration with. And if you have consistent things that you go to that person for, that will be your social worker. But if you disengage and it's been 6 months to a year that you've worked with a social worker, you're welcome to go back to that social worker if you'd like, but you still need to call typically to make an appointment or come for their walk-in if you want to meet with that specific person.
So you don't need one, you don't have any things.
Yeah, you don't need to be assigned a social worker. It's more, the social workers are here if you have a need for it. Yeah. I don't have any questions online. Someone had asked about the trip. Yeah.
When are you gonna enforce the not bringing shopping carts into the dining room?
If you see it, give me a heads up because I have seen a decrease in the amount of shopping carts we've seen in the center. So typically it's isolated incidents and I'll work with front desk staff to remind them to keep an eye out on that.
You said on Wednesday, there's a.
Yeah, so because of pantry, we allow the carts in the center during pantry and we do know that people do stay for lunch after pantry. So we're a little more lenient in that aspect. Yeah. And then when Soups Up starts again, pending information, I don't have any updates on Soups Up. I just wanted to say that, unfortunately. They are looking to start it up again, but as of right now, it is on an administrative hiatus. And we will let people know as soon as we're able to give them any type of information on that program starting. But the hope is that it will start again. It's not like done forever.
Is that it?
I think so. Does anyone else have any questions?
And then we have Gloria, if she's ready, because, we're wrapping up and then now for the questions. This is, the last day, the last, meeting before September. And, I wish everybody a very happy summer. Enjoy the weather. Please come to the center. It's very cool in here during the summer and get involved in all the programs, please, because it does make a difference. They're cutting back on everything, and if we don't show the numbers, we're not gonna get the funding. So it's very important to participate. I know it's beautiful outside, but it's gonna be hot. So, there's a lot of programs here. It'd be nice if everybody could just come in and take advantage of the program so we don't lose it.
I just want to remind people, we are obligated to be a cooling center. So should the temperature be above a heat index of 95 degrees, we are automatically activated as a cooling center for 2 days, I believe. So with that, we typically do robocalls and emails when we're activated as a cooling center, so you know ahead of time. If it's a weekend or a holiday and we need to be activated, then we'll be activated and we'll let you guys know. Yeah,
On that note, I was told that the timing might change this summer, so.
To what?
I don't know, they just said it.
so for regular center hours, the time isn't changing. We're 9 to 5. If it's
That's
cooling,
because it's to 11 o'clock, they're gonna give it to 11 o'clock. Saturday,
June night.
Sunday.
It's supposed to change, I know that for sure. I don't know if you guys find out, when do you find out? I find out, but depending on where the center is, the time they did say that the timing will change.
okay. So I'm not gonna expand on that, cause this is the first I'm hearing of it. I don't know if they're talking about maybe the GED program is planning on using the space, but I haven't heard anything about us staying open till 11. So I will follow up on that to resolve confusion on that, yeah.
Because back in the day, we used to have the teenagers.
Yeah, so when they do the teen expansion program, they do it at the youth center in the summer.
Well, that's still doing there, because they.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure if they're doing that program this year. It's all based on if they get the contract. But I'll try to put up posters in the center if we get the teen expansion program again.
Are they gonna do the reading books and, the after school program for the summer program?
No.
No, it's gonna be after the school ends.
Yeah, and then they start up in the beginning of the school year. Yeah. Gloria, if you want to unmute yourself, we're ready.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Good afternoon to all. And what I have for you today is being kind says a lot. When you're kind, it says a lot. Without uttering a single sound, a smile, a friendly nod, an unexpected gift shows kindness in the heart abounds. An encouraging note, going the extra mile, a card of good wishes, and a caring touch makes life seem so sunny and worthwhile as others too feel loved so very much. Happiness shines when you're reaching out to others in deep need. It lifts our spirit, heart, and soul when we plant a kindness seed. If we offer a helping hand along life's way, it can paint a rainbow in a sky of stormy blue. Just maybe we'll see another prosper because of a simple deed that we could do. So that's something for you to think about. A smile, a card, a call means a lot, okay?
Thank you.
And thanks to all of you.
Thank you so much for everybody. That's the end of membership meeting. Remember, we're off until
Hi, Polly Mae.
Right.
And I see you up there, Vera.
For the membership meeting, just.
Yeah, I had all intentions of being early, but.
Hi there. Hi, America.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, Ethel.
And
Hey,
there's
Pat.
Patricia. Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Gloria.
Hi, Patricia.
Hi, hi. I'm glad you guys can see
Congratulations,
me.
Barbara.
How's your vacation, Pat? Our vacation is coming along nicely. That's good. Enjoy.
She's on vacation.
Yes, I was texting you and then it came to an end. Oh, I'll call you in a few minutes. I'll send it to you. I'll call you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, just. And then we'll get them.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Ready.